been a few days since MCCI released fishing, and it's taken the server by storm. But if you've been living under a rock and have no idea what it is or what it means...
You shall not have a minute of peace. Ma ha ha ha.
Thor. That's staying in the video. Thorgil96, one of Exuma's moderators, just cheered 5 bitties and said, "You shall not have a minute of peace. More ha 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 ha." Yeah, if you're going to be a menace in chat, I'm going to call you out on it. By the way, I'm streaming this. Let me give you a quick tour and a guide. If you open up this menu, you can see that there is 1 island available to you. I currently have 3 because I'm a bit of a no-life and I've been fishing for far too long. And I need to do this very special quest, which is called going outside and touching grass. The first island that you see is Verdant Woods, and it's a very simple area, and it's easy for people to figure out where things are. All of these NPCs are useful, but you probably won't know what they're used for until a little bit later on. The first one you need to worry about so far is this fellow here, and this is the guy that you sell fish to. You get different fish by, you guessed it, fishing. But if you fish in this area, it's not a fishing spot, which is a little bit weird. Let me show you what it looks like. There we go. This basically just gives us a little bit of information. It tells us that it is a fishing spot and it's got plentiful of stock. That just means there's a lot of fish there. It's also got a glimmering hook, plus 20%. You won't see that until you're level 6. When you get to level 6, you get to see the stats of every single fishing spot. It's very helpful actually. Every single spot has a different perk. Some of them are going to be more useful to you than you expect. As you explore more of the world, you might realise that you fall into the water and you can move very quickly. That's because you get infinite dolphin's grace.
You're doing great, bear. Numbers, words, things, fishies. The memory of a goldfish. Where was I? Oh yeah, you're doing great, bear. Great explanations.
Sometimes you'll see people in chat mentioning certain areas. If they type in chat WFD, that means wayfinder data. This just means that you get extra data when you're trying to find the grotto. You can check your grotto progress when you right-click the navigator, go into fishing, and hover over the sunken swamp. Currently, I've got 150 data. However, if I do a bit of fishing, and go back into it, you can see that I'm now up to 170. Every single fishing spot gives you 10 data points, but the ones with plus 10 gives you 20. Occasionally, you'll find a spot that says 5% elusive fish chance. What that means is you have a 5% chance to find an elusive fish. These are types of fish that are far more difficult to find and require this particular spot. Each island has certain fish that can only be found there. For example, I'm not going to find a tilapia in the floral forest. There are lots of different fish to unlock in every area. They also have different sizes to find, such as the average, large, massive, or gargantuan. There are also different rarities, ranging all the way from common all the way up to mythic. This also applies to the grottos. For example, I'm not going to find any of these in any of the climates. You can check your fishing level by hovering over this bit here. It tells you your progress to the next level, and you level up by getting a certain amount of angler trophies. For example, I need 22 more trophies to level up. You can get trophies by finding new fish, or by completing research. By fishing up either spirits, treasure, pearls, or certain types of fish, you get research points. And what can those points be used for? Over in the fishing perks area, we can find out what they're used for. The first thing that you would unlock when you first start playing MCCI fishing would be the hooks. There's strong, wise, glimmering, greedy, lucky. After that, it's the magnets, then it's the rods, and then it's the crab pots. And the very final one that I don't have unlocked yet would be the chances. Sometimes when you go fishing, you can fish up treasure chests, and they find good things for you. This is where you can find your stuff. At the moment, I haven't got a line equipped, and I can change that by left-clicking and choosing either the uncommon or the common line. You can also see how much bait you have by clicking that and looking through your infinity bag. I'm going to put the uncommon bait back on. Something that's very common when you're fishing is you'll get trash. You can trade your trash with the junk collector. He's a very cute little robot, and I very much want one for myself. By getting a certain amount of trash, you can trade it for angler tokens. For example, trading this will give me 1,000 coins. Or you can stick it into the junk spins and get a chance to get rare treasure. These are the angler merchants. I don't know what else to call them really, but they have various jobs that they do. This dude here sells you bait and lines for a certain amount of pearls and tokens. Currently, I have nearly 270,000 tokens. At the moment, I've been using them to upgrade my gear. This guide gives you amulets and augments that can be attached to your rod to give you various boosts. And this is possibly one of my favourite dudes, because you can trade spirits for different kinds of spirits. Very helpful, right? But not only that, but you can trade rough pearls into being polished pearls, and polished pearls into a pristine pearl. When you get to level 15, you unlock crab pots, which is what I've done so far. Every 10 minutes, the crab pots has an attempt to catch something, even when you're not online, which is possibly the best way of getting money. There's also a leaderboard for how many angler trophies you've collected. For example, if I check my friends list, we don't talk about how many points that I've got, but look at how the rest of my friends are doing. Good job, friends. So this is MCCI fishing. I know that was a very quick speed run through the basic information. So this was MCCI fishing, a very quick speed run guide, I guess. If you have any questions that I haven't answered so far, comment them down below and I'll answer them to my best ability. If the same question appears multiple times, I'll make a video on it. I hope this video has helped, and happy fishing!